You see, now we have a dynamic segment featuring business success stories from rising stars and NeoLife legends. Would you like to meet them? I think so. Well, for our first guest, we're going to introduce Sapphire directors and world team members from Tennessee. Let's welcome everyone. Give a big thumbs up and some claps and some hearts and some likes to welcome Jen and Matt Case from Tennessee. Hey guys, how are you?
Hi, Caesar. We're so glad to be here. We're excited.
Well, we're so glad to have you. Looking lovely as always, beautiful couple. And we appreciate you taking the time to share your story. I know you're fairly new in the business and you guys have done some very wonderful things in a very short period of time. You know, this is not a race. It's a journey, right? So tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is Jen Case, and this is my husband, Matt. We live in Hendersonville, Tennessee, just outside of Nashville. We're a blended family. We have 4 boys and 1 beautiful baby girl. And about a year ago, I was working at my sister's local coffee shop and experiencing some health issues. And that day, little did I know, my life was about to change. Nicole Blaine walked in, and that day I was making fun of myself about being kind of premenopausal, so much that I actually put my number in her phone under premenopausal mommy. And so we connected on so many different levels, and she had shared with me these amazing products, and bam, quarantine hit and everything shut down. And so I began sharing these products with everybody that I knew and loved, my family and my friends. And little did I know I was building a business. And within 2 months, I had doubled my income. And within 6 months, I was earning a dependable size residual income. And all of a sudden, we were being invited on these amazing trips and qualifying for world team. So much that when we got married, we never took a honeymoon. And because of NeoLife, we were able to go on this amazing trip and renew our vows with our NeoLife family. And not only has this business totally impacted our bank account, but this company and these relationships have been such a blessing to Matt and I and our marriage, our family. It's just been incredible.
No doubt. The money's been great. Like Jen said, the trip was absolutely amazing. And the friendships that we've made are a blessing. But the biggest blessing for me is the business opportunity it's provided to get to watch Jen thrive and share this and grow this business while having the ability to balance her responsibilities as a wife and a mother of 5 is really remarkable. And I feel like I'm the luckiest guy in the world because I get to experience the talents and gifts that she's blessed with on a daily basis. But to watch her thrive and build a business and share those gifts and talents with others while promoting health and wellness and a healthy lifestyle and promote health and wellness it is really nothing short of an answer to prayer. So we're blessed and happy and really excited to see where the future goes from here. And if I have any regrets, it's just that maybe we didn't hear about NeoLife sooner or have this opportunity sooner, but we're in it for the long haul and happy to be here today.
Absolutely. Most people know Matt and I are really open about it. We met in recovery. We're in a recovery ministry. And so it's our heart's deepest desire to help people. And we fully believe that because of NeoLife, we've been given that big platform. And we want to give back. You know, we want to do for others what Nicole Blaine did for me. She walked in my life and she was bold and she was unapologetic and she shared this amazing product and this friendship. And we want to thank Alan and Nicole for not only an amazing opportunity, but more importantly, just for believing in us.
That is wonderful. Well, again, congratulations for all the success. And I think it's nice that you work as a couple. I think that's always very cool. In fact, I got to tell you, Jen, when you were talking, Matt was glowing. And when Matt, you were talking, Jen was glowing. So that is really nice. So congratulations. Hey, guys, give them some shout-outs from wherever you're calling from. Tell us what you enjoyed about their story. Thanks again, and we look forward to seeing you very soon at convention. Okay,
Thank you.
Well, we just heard an awesome story from Jen and Matt Case from Tennessee. I really enjoyed that. Let's move on to our next guest, who is actually dialing in from Maryland. I got to tell you all, this little lady here, and I say that without due respect, is on fire. Hey, Josephine, welcome. New Sapphire Director and World Team Member. Wow, you got a nice outfit going on today. You're looking lovely.
Thank you, Cesar, for that an amazing introduction. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited and honored to share with you my story today. Again, my name is Josephine Marangu. I, I live here in Maryland. I'm born in Kenya. I am a mother and a grandmother. And my NeoLife journey has been amazing. I joined NeoLife 9 months ago. And this all happened in January of last year when I went to Kenya. My sister Sapphire Eunice Marangu, who knew about my health challenges, introduced the NeoLife nutrition to me. Well, despite of the challenges I had before NeoLife, I had a difficult life, financially and also health-wise. I was still skeptical and reluctant. But my sister, being the loving sister she is, she went ahead and bought me NeoLife Nutrition, which I got started. And when I came back here, I decided to join the NeoLife, and I got started in May of last year with the core nutrition of Provitality and 3NN and also targeted solution according to my problems. However, after 2 weeks of being in NeoLife Nutrition, my life changed. I experienced extremely change in my body, and I could not keep quiet. I was so excited, and I had to share with other people, just like my sister shared with me. That is the time I called one of my wound team leaders, now Sapphire directors, Rachel Miner and Ken Wandera. And I continued to share with others. And in June, I got my first check. And that made me realize, I said, thank God, because I've realized I'm a CEO of my own business. So from that time, I started attending the trainings and started doing the 3 basic success habits. Never little did I know I was getting myself to a big business. By sharing with others, I changed so many lives. And it's amazing today that my friend, Rachel, and her husband, they believed in me. And we both continued touching other lives. And now we have them here in North America and internationally. Team Blessing International, which is now in UK, in Canada, in Kenya, and it's on fire here in America. And we, together with our international team and our team in America here, we are on fire to change lives of many. Because personally, my life has been changed by the NeoLife. And I thank God for this opportunity every day, because I don't know where I would be. Because not only my health has been changed, my finances have also been changed, because like last Christmas, I was able to buy presents for my family. And also now, I'm able to buy my NeoLife products without any problem. And besides, I'm also very, very excited because my life has been changed. I intend to change other people's life, and that's what I and my team Blessing International is doing, helping others to change their lives physically and also financially. And right now, just like our first speakers have said, yes, this is the company which rewards you for what you do. I know very soon I'll be traveling for leadership to school at our founder's farm, and I'll be able to meet our founder, Mr. Jerry Brasfield, and our CEO, Kendra. I'm super excited about this, and also to travel to the convention at Palm Spring and meet other leaders. Plus, I can't wait to travel with the entire team to Cayman Islands in October for vacation. And this opportunity, I thank NeoLife, I thank all the readers, the company, for coming up with amazing products. And today, what I'm here to say, if a grandmother can do it, everyone can do it. So please join NeoLife. Don't waste time, because it took me 4 months, but get started today. Get back to you, whoever invited you, and get started today. You'll never regret. Thank you all for listening to me. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Josephine. Now, before you go real quick, you just said it, if a grandmother can do it. Did you guys hear that? Hope you're talking about this on the chat. So can you. And by the way, congratulations on all the international and the North American success. We're getting a lot of chats. They're blowing up from the Kenyan market and other markets that you have teams in. In fact, I can relate to that. Being born in Mexico, I want to take this opportunity to say hello to all of our NeoLife family members. En Mexico, un saludo para toda nuestra gente. Well, let's go ahead and move on to our next guest. And actually, it only gets better and better, because our next guest is a 3 Ruby World Team member, just one step away from President's Team. Dialing in from Florida, we have with us Lavonne Vaughan. Welcome, Lavonne. How are you? Oh, wow. Okay.
Thank you so much.
So, Lavonne, are you traveling with your fan club, or what's going on there in the background? You got a whole bunch of people in there.
I do. I have my fan club. I'll flip it around. Everybody wave.
Wow, look at that. Hey, guys, we see you all. Hi there. Wonderful. Hey, Richard. Well, Lavonne, we know you're a very successful individual, and there's people that are very anxious to hear more about your story. So tell us about yourself.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to share. I just say I am blessed. I live in the Sunshine State. I live in Lakeland, Florida. I've been a homeschool mom of 2 children, and a boy and a girl, and I have presently 3 little granddaughters. I called myself a healthy living evangelist and a former network marketing junkie. And I say that because when I attended my very first network marketing meeting in 1997, I was hooked, because I fell in love with the concept that it didn't matter what your background was, it didn't matter your point of education, your ethnicity, or anything, that with a little hard work, willing to roll up your sleeve, be teachable, and a whole lot of passion, you could make a massive difference with making also a professional income. So, man, I was hooked. So I started exploring a lot of network marketing companies, because that's kind of what you do when you get excited. Well, I soon discovered that they're not all the same. And I came to a point where I was actually fed up with the fraudulent activities that I was seeing in some of the companies I was in. And it was in 2010 that I was in one of those businesses with my sister, who is my business partner, and she passed away of breast cancer. And I was devastated. I said, this is not supposed to happen. And as I processed all of that, and on my sister's deathbed, she gave me a commission, and it was, Lavonne, no matter what you see happening to me, I want you to go to tell the people the truth. Well, I said, I need to find real solutions, and I haven't found them yet. So I threw away all of her supplements. I went home and threw away all of mine. And I made a vow that I would not promote another company with a supplement until I had found what I call the real deal. And so moving forward in 2013, I still hadn't found the real deal yet. And in 2013, as if things couldn't get any worse, but my husband lost his corporate job position of 36 years. And I had another family member that was in a health crisis with no hope. No hope. The medical professionals said, go home, get your affairs in order, no hope. So All we had at that moment was our faith. My husband and I looked at each other and said, we've never been to this place before in our life. We're in our 50s, not like we can really bounce back and start all over again. And we thought, how are we going to pay the mortgage? How are we going to, keep things running, the household running? And how are we going to help our family member that needs a real solution? Well, God's timing is perfect every time. When you got faith, that's all you need, and you plug into God's timing. And it was August the 31st in 2013 that I got a phone call, and that person on the other end shared with me the story of Dr. Arthur First. And when I heard the story of Dr. Arthur First, my spirit leaped within me, and I knew this had to be the real deal, because you couldn't fabricate or fake a story like this. It had to be genuine. So I immediately got signed up, and I immediately notified this family member who was in a crisis, and I got them on the antidote and the antioxidants. And guess what? His hopeless situation turned into a future and a hope. Voila, I had something in my hands and I knew was powerful. So I just picked up the phone and I called a few friends that I knew needed better health and also better wealth. And so I tell you, in 30 days, first 30 days, my first check was $100. Within 3 months, that check turned from 100 to 1,000. And then the next thing I knew, I was being invited to these cruises and these incentives you get for ranking up. So my husband and I went on that first cruise. And I thought, I know the products work. Now let me check out the leadership, because sometimes you can have a fairly good product and then you got messed up leadership. I kind of like say that the companies I had been involved with, I would say that their compass was sitting in the Bermuda Triangle spinning and waiting for an upgrade on through the ethical department and never happening. So I discovered that this company had their compass set on true north. I was so excited. So I tell you, ever since then, I've gone from one ruby, sapphire, then one ruby, two ruby, three ruby. And during that time, I've been able to replace my husband's lost income and actually double it. And what has this meant for me and my husband? Well, instead of being fearful that we're going to, let's say, repossess my home, we have just paid off our mortgage. Wow. And not only that, my grandchildren, I can bless my grandchildren with the best nutrition. And not only that, I am living my dream. I'm walking the beaches of the world with the most amazing, authentic people, the travel incentives, going out to the ranch for the training. This is an authentic company. It's the real deal. And I'm living my dream because this healthy living evangelist is making a massive difference, making a professional income. And I am being blessed beyond my beliefs. And it's everything that I had hoped for, even back in 1997. Took me a while to find it. But I said, sometimes God uses the best for last. Absolutely. So I'm grateful to have found it. It's the real deal with the down home feel. Thank you very much. God bless.
God bless you, Lavonne. Congratulations for all the success. I got to tell you, as you're speaking, the chat line on Zoom and on Facebook is blowing up. There's comments in there. Deborah Campbell, we love you. Amazing. It's the real deal. Check them out when you get a moment, and keep commenting on our speakers. Tell us what's inspiring you. What are you hearing that's just touching your heart? This is the moment to do it. So now, once again, thank you, Richard and Lavonne. We're going to move on now from Florida all the way to Canada. Canada is in the house. I have the privilege now to introduce to you all 3 Ruby director and world team member, Nada St.Germain. Hey, Nada, welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
It is a pleasure to have you. Thank you for joining us. And tell us about yourself.
Well, mine's a journey that goes back 33 years ago. When I share that with people, I have to shake my head because it's been an incredible experience. Some of you know that I was working as a police officer right downtown Toronto, had a great career. I was young. I was in my 20s, and I had always had some challenges with fatigue and energy and hormonal issues and allergies. And after working shift work, it got worse. And supplementation back then, 33 years ago, wasn't something that was normal for young people to look into. But my mom was taking supplements, and she was really struggling with a lot of aches and pains and fibromyalgia, and supplements didn't work. So I really didn't have a lot of faith in the area of supplementation. But a neighbor and dear friend shared her story with me on how she was feeling after trying the NeoLife products for her fatigue and her low energy, because she was a flight attendant. And we experienced the same thing, shift work, lack of sleep. And let me tell you, when I started taking the NeoLife products and I shared them with my mom and my family and my friends, I was so excited. I didn't understand the business. I didn't understand the industry. In my second month, I had reached this level in the company where I was receiving this check, and I still didn't understand what was going on. I was just sharing, and I just loved the products and how I felt. And I really wanted to share this more with family and friends. And back then, direct selling wasn't really well respected, especially on the police force and in our industry. Very, very skeptical, very negative people in our environment. Long story short, I just continued to share. I did go to my first convention after 1 month of being involved with NeoLife, and that's when I met the scientific advisory board and I saw the bigger picture. I then realized that I didn't want to be a police officer anymore. I wanted the time freedom. My husband and I talked about staying home and starting a family, moving to the country, and just having that time freedom. And, this business allowed both myself and my husband to leave our jobs. So I was a police officer for 10 years. He was for 15 years. We've been home now for over 20 years and replaced both of our incomes. And it was a journey, but let me tell you, it has been, I thank God every day for the time freedom that I've had with my boys. My boys are now 20 and 22. I was involved in all their sporting events, basketball. I even was the manager of the football team. I went to every practice, every game, and Jill and I traveled to places we never even dreamed of traveling, to Africa a few times and Hawaii several times. And let me tell you, the journey has been absolutely incredible. It would never have happened if it wasn't for the quality of the NeoLife products and my NeoLife team. I have an incredible team. We're like a family. We do things together. We spend time together, and we're like-minded. Again, I just thank God every day for what this business has allowed us to do, and the products, the quality of the products. Just such an incredible company. I thank Josh and Kendra and Jerry for, the integrity. So thank you so much. It's been an awesome journey.
On the contrary, thank you. And it's interesting being in Canada. I've been there and the weather is pretty cold. So you guys spend a lot of time indoors. And even so, Nada, you and a lot of the Canadians are having so much success. That says a lot. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done. All right, well, we're now going to go from Canada all the way to Texas. Finally, let's welcome one of our NeoLife legends, the always so gracious two-diamond director president's team member, Charlotte Shelton. Hey, Charlotte.
Hi, how are you, Cesar?
I am doing wonderful. You are looking lovely as always. Thank you for accepting our invitation. I know people are excited to hear your story. So tell us about yourself.
Thank you, Cesar. And it really is an honor to be here and share my story with everyone tuned in. And as you said, Cesar, I'm Charlotte Shelton from a small town in North Texas, Denison, Texas. And my husband, Chuck, and I met and married in Dallas in 1971. And like all young couples, we began to dream of what we would love to have in our future. And we dreamed of having a place in the country. We dreamed of travel. And there was one problem, though. We didn't have any money to do that with. Chuck worked selling dental equipment, traveling all over Dallas. I worked at a large bank in downtown Dallas. And so not too long after we were married, Chuck decided he would go out on his own and try to develop a business. And fast forward 4 years, he tried a number of businesses, and including a couple in network marketing. And we just were now further in debt. And so we were financially hurting, as well as we had issues with our own health. He had severe allergies, and I had chronic fatigue. And we were taking vitamins and minerals and protein shakes. We were trying to get help, but nothing seemed to help. So we were praying, asking God to direct our feet, to direct our paths to whatever it was we were supposed to be doing business-wise, health-wise, and He directed us to NeoLife. And what a blessing that has been, because NeoLife was the company that put everything together for us. First of all, it had products that really made a difference in our life, in our health, our families, just amazing results. And then because of the science, the research, the integrity, it allowed us to build a business. And remember, I said we had no money. In fact, we were below zero in debt. And so this business, though, allowed us to start out small and just little by little, sharing one at a time, we were able to grow a business that now spans, and it's amazing to me, spans the entire and do that. Our fabulous team did that. It's not just you by yourself. It's the team working together. And what an incredible team we have all over the world. And it's astounding to me when I think about it. And so I thank all of you all over the world that are tuning in, part of the team out there promoting wellness and health and changing lives. What a blessing. You are a wonderful family, and everyone becomes a family. And then to reach our financial goals, it was amazing. We were able to find that 100-acre ranch in the country. We have a home in Colorado, a vacation home. We've got many cars. I bought a Jeep. I went out and bought a Jeep. I'd never bought a car before, and surprised my husband for his birthday. And so then we travel all over the world, from the South Pacific to Africa to Europe, all over, fabulous resorts. Hawaii so many times, Mexico. We were just at the Ritz-Carlton in Naples. And so just amazing trips that NeoLife has blessed us with. And I must tell you that of all things, my precious husband, Chuck, went home to be with the Lord 4.5 years ago. But he left me with an amazing insurance for my life, and that's called NeoLife, in the sense that NeoLife helps ensure my health. It helps me know that I can have the best health I know of, and then the residual income helps ensure my finances. And then, of course, thank you. And of course, then hope in the future. Oh, do we all need hope? And so hope in the future to change lives. And yes, sir. And I like to leave you with a scripture that we adopted for our business from the very start. 3 John 2 says, "Beloved, above all, we would that you would be in health, even as your soul prospers." So that's my prayer for all of you. And so thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you. That was so inspirational. And thank you to all of our guests in the Ideal Business segment. We're going to keep it moving now.